Prompt Engineering Training Session 69. Bibliography. The page contains an organized list of all papers used by this course. The papers are organized by topic. To cite this course, use the provided citation in the GitHub repository. At software, Schulhoff_learn_prompting_2022. Author equals Schulhoff, Sander, and community contributors. Month equals Deck. Title equals Learn Prompting. URL equals https://github.com/trigay10/learn_prompting right brace. Year equals 2022. Note, since neither the GPT-3 nor the GPT-3 Instruct paper correspond to DaVinci models, I attempt not to cite them as such. Agents. MRKL. React. PAL. AutoGPT. Baby AGI. Agent GPT. Toolformer. Automated. Autoprompt, eliciting knowledge from language models with automatically generated prompts. 8. Automatic prompt engineer. Soft prompting. Discretized soft prompting, interpreting. Datasets. Scan dataset, compositional generalization. GSM-8K. Hotpot QA. Multi-arith. Fever dataset. Barbecue. Detection. Don't ban chat in schools. Teach with it. Schools shouldn't ban access to ChatGPT. Certified neural network watermarks with randomized smoothing. Watermarking pre-trained language models with backdooring. GW preparing disciplinary response to AI programs as faculty explore educational use. A watermark for large language models. Detect GPT, zero-shot machine-generated text detection using probability curvature. Image prompt engineering. Prompt engineering for text-based generative art. The DALL 2 prompt book. With the right prompt, Stable Diffusion 2.0 can do hands. Meta-analysis. How generative AI is changing creative work. How AI will change the workplace. ChatGPT took their jobs. Now they walk dogs and fix air conditioners. No title. Miskel. The Turing test. Can language models understand instructions? A taxonomy of prompt modifiers for text-to-image generation. DiffusionDB, a large-scale prompt gallery dataset for text-to-image generative models. Optimizing prompts for text-to-image generation. Language model cascades. Design guidelines for prompt engineering text-to-image generative models. Discovering language model behaviors with model-written evaluations. Selective annotation makes language models better few-shot learners. Atlas, few-shot learning with retrieval augmented language models. Strudel, structured dialogue summarization for dialogue comprehension. Prompting is programming, a query language for large language models. Parallel context windows improve in-context learning of large language models. Learning to perform complex tasks through compositional fine-tuning of language models. Supernatural instructions, generalization via declarative instructions on 1600+ NLP tasks. Making pre-trained language models better few-shot learners. How to prompt. Opportunities and challenges of zero and few-shot learning for human-AI interaction in creative applications of generative models. On measuring social biases in prompt-based multitask learning. Plot writing from pre-trained language models. Terrio, S.E.T. Measuring stereotypical bias in pre-trained language models. Survey of hallucination in natural language generation. Wordcraft, story writing with large language models. Pain points, a framework for language-based detection of chronic pain and expert collaborative text summarization. Self-instruct, aligning language model with self-generated instructions. From images to textual prompts, zero-shot VQA with frozen large language models. New and improved content moderation tooling. Exploiting close questions for few-shot text classification and natural language inference. Human-level concept learning through probabilistic program induction. Riff Fusion, Stable Diffusion for real-time music generation. How to use OpenAI's ChatGPT to write the perfect cold email. Cacti, biology and uses. Are language models worse than humans at following prompts? It's complicated. Unleashing cognitive synergy in large language models, a task-solving agent through multi-persona self-collaboration. Prompt hacking. Machine-generated text, a comprehensive survey of threat models and detection methods. New jailbreak based on virtual functions smuggle illegal tokens to the back end. Exploiting programmatic behavior of LLMs, dual use through standard security attacks. More than you've asked for, a comprehensive analysis of novel prompt injection threats to application-integrated large language models, ChatGPT Dan, and other jailbreaks. Evaluating the susceptibility of pre-trained language models via handcrafted adversarial examples. Prompt injection attacks against GPT-3. Exploiting GPT-3 prompts with malicious inputs that order the model to ignore its previous directions. History correction. Adversarial prompts. GPT-3 prompt injection defenses. Talking to machines, prompt engineering and injection. Using GPT-Eliezer against ChatGPT jailbreaking. Exploring prompt injection attacks. The entire prompt of Microsoft Bing Chat. Hi, Sydney. Ignore previous prompt attack techniques for language models. Lessons learned on language model safety and misuse. Toxicity detection with generative prompt-based inference. Okay, I saw a few people jailbreaking safeguards OpenAI put on chat, so I had to give it a shot myself. Bypass at OpenAI's ChatGPT alignment efforts with this one weird trick. ChatGPT jailbreaking itself. Using pretend on hashtag ChatGPT can do some wild stuff. You can kind of get some insight on the future, alternative universe. I kinda like this one even more. Building a virtual machine inside ChatGPT. Reliability. Math prompter, mathematical reasoning using large language models. The unreliability of explanations in few-shot prompting for textual reasoning. Prompting GPT-3 to be reliable. On the advance of making language models better reasoners. Ask me anything, a simple strategy for prompting language models. Calibrate before use, improving few-shot performance of language models. Can large language models reason about medical questions? Enhancing self-consistency and performance of pre-trained language models through natural language inference. On second thought, let's not think step by step. Bias and toxicity in zero-shot reasoning. Evaluating language models can be tricky. Constitutional AI, harmlessness from AI feedback. Surveys. Speech and language processing, an introduction to natural language processing, computational linguistics and speech recognition. Pre-train, prompt and predict, a systematic survey of prompting methods in natural language processing. Prompt papers. A prompt pattern catalog to enhance prompt engineering with ChatGPT. Techniques. Chain of thought prompting elicits reasoning in large language models. Large language models are zero-shot reasoners. Self-consistency improves chain of thought reasoning in language models. What makes good in-context examples for GPT-3? Generated knowledge prompting for common-sense reasoning. Recitation augmented language models. Rethinking the role of demonstrations, what makes in-context learning work? Show your work, scratch pads for intermediate computation with language models. Meidic prompting, logically consistent reasoning with recursive explanations. Star, bootstrapping reasoning with reasoning. Least to most prompting enables complex reasoning in large language models. Reframing instructional prompts to GPT case language. Cutting down on prompts and parameters, simple few-shot learning with language models. Role-play with large language models. Camel, communicative agents for mind exploration of large-scale language model society. TLOR, a general taxonomy of LLM prompts for benchmarking complex tasks. Models. Image models. Stable diffusion. DAL. Language models. ChatGPT. GPT-3. Instruct GPT. GPT-4. PaLM. Scaling language modeling with pathways. Bloom, a 176B parameter open access multilingual language model. Bloom Plus One, adding language support to Bloom for zero-shot prompting. Jurassic 1, technical details and evaluation, white paper, AI21 Labs, 2021. GPT-J6B, a 6 billion parameter autoregressive language model. Roberta, a robustly optimized BERT pre-training approach. Tooling. IDES. Textbox 2.0, a text generation library with pre-trained language models. Interactive and visual prompt engineering for ad hoc task adaptation with large language models. Prompt Source, an integrated development environment and repository for natural language prompts. Prompt Schener, chaining large language model prompts through visual programming. OpenPrompt, an open-source framework for prompt learning. Prompt Maker, prompt-based prototyping with large language models. Tools. LangChain. GPT Index.